Next topic it is mixed farming. The land is used for growing food and fodder crops and rearing of livestock. Means we are making use of the land for different crops. This also you want to study in 9th and 10th lesson. And it is practiced in Europe, Eastern Asia and Argentina, Southeast Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Different countries we are making use the mixed agriculture. Then next one it is plantation. Plantations are type of commercial farming where single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana, cotton, like these things it is we are growing. We are planting this type, means we will get only one single crop from in the 1 year. In 1 year we will get single crop, and single crop means tea means every day we will get that tender leaves, and coffee means in that season we will get many days coffee seeds. It is there, but a single crop only we can plant. In between tea we can't plant cashews, or in between sugar cane we can't plant banana. That's why we can plant only one crop for 1 year or 3 years or 5 years, like this. And that is area wise. If you are taking the area, it is taking that acres of land, and we need many labors as well as money in hand, that also much be needed. And we are producing, and it is the maximum we can see tea, coffee, sugar cane, cashew, like that things. It is near to the factories where we are getting the factory near in that area only we are planting, or normally the factories are coming and settling or making their factory near to the where we are producing these things. And the development of transport network is the essential for such a farming, because we want to collect our raw materials from the farm and should reach to the factory. After the processing of that thing, it should reach to the market. So the well settled transportation should be there for the plantation type agriculture. Then major plantations are found in the tropical region of the world: rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka. These are some of the examples. Many countries in India itself, we know we are having rubber, we are having tea, we are having sugar cane, like that, cotton, like that things, different things we are having. But a major some of the examples it is given. Now next part we are going to see the major crops. This part also you want to study in 10th standard. Major crops: first one is it is rice, second one is wheat, third one it is millet, and next one it is given the maize, then cotton, then we can see coffee, then tea, like that. These are the products what we want to study. Okay, let us see one by one quick way. And first one it is rice is in the world wise. If you are thinking, rice is the major crop in the world, and it is known as staple diet, and we can cultivate that in a tropical and subtropical region. And the temperature, the climate of the rice which we need high temperature and high humidity and high rainfall, means water also must we should get at the same time, high temperature also we want to get. And it grows in the alluvial clayey soil, means we know the paddy field with clayey soil and which can retain water. And China is the leading producer of rice, and second one it is India, then Japan, Sri Lanka and Egypt. These countries are the major producing countries in the world when we are thinking about rice. Then climatic conditions, if you are thinking like that, West Bengal and Bangladesh are 2 to 3 crops they are growing in 1 year itself. They are getting 2 to 3 crops. Not only this area, Andhra Pradesh also we are having like that. In Kerala also we are having like that 2 to 3 crops. And next one it is wheat. Wheat requires moderate temperature. Temperature is should be in medium way, and rainfall also very medium, very less temperature only needed, but it should get bright sunshine with less heat. That's why we can say like that it is a winter crop. And it thrives the best in the in well drained loamy soil. It should not be, the water should not restrain there, it should go away. When the rainfall comes, that water should go away. And wheat is grown extensively in USA, Canada, Argentina, Russia, Ukraine, Australia and India. Many countries we are having, and India it is growing in the winter season because we are getting very less rainfall as well as very warm means moderate warm temperature with bright sunshine. Then next one it is millet. Millets are also known as the coarse grains, can be grown in the less fertile and sandy soil. Where we are planting millets, that is in the less fertile area and sandy soil we are planting millets, and it is hardy crop that needs low rainfall, very less rainfall it is needed, and high to moderate temperature. It may be high and moderate temperature and want to get adequate rainfall. Jowar, bajra, ragi, these are the example. In starting, if it is getting enough rainfall, that much enough, no need to get then second half of the growth, then no need of that much water for plants. And the countries we are producing, Nigeria, China, Niger, these are the countries who is producing maximum millets. Next one, it is maize. Maize requires moderate temperature, rainfall and lots of sunshine. It is more or less like wheat also, and it needs well drained fertile soil, and maize is grown in North America, Brazil, China, Russia, Canada, India and Mexico. Means maximum countries we are producing maize. The next one, it is cotton. It is really plantation crop, and cotton requires high temperature, light rainfall and 210 frost free days. Without winter season we should get 210 days, means 10 months fully we want to get more than 7 months we want to get frost free days, and with and bright sunshine we should get for the growth of cotton. And it will grow in the black soil in best way as well as in alluvial soil. And in the world, the producing countries China, USA, India, Pakistan, Brazil and Egypt are the producing leading producers of the cotton. Other countries also producing, but these are the countries leading producers. And it is one of the main raw material of cotton and textile industry. And cotton and textile cloth making area, we can see this is the major raw material also. The next one, it is jute, that another one textile product raw material from which we are making dress and other things, and it is known as the golden fiber. It grows in the well alluvial soil, means very much fertile soil it needed, and high temperature and heavy rainfall, humid climate. It is more or less like a rice, we can see that one. And this crop is growing in the tropical areas. In India and Bangladesh are the leading producers of jute. Nowadays jute importance of jute it is decreasing. Next one, it is coffee. Next product it is coffee. Coffee requires a warm climate and wet climate. It should get little bit in between rainfall it want to get, as well as warm nature climate want to get. The next one, drained loamy soil, and the water should not restrain there, want to get water and that water should go away. Hill slopes are the most suitable place for this coffee plantation. And Brazil is the leading producer, and next one is Colombia and India. These three countries are the leading producers. Next one, it is tea. It is one of the beverage crop and growing like a plantation, and it requires cool climate and well drained high rainfall, like Ooty area or Nilagiri area. We can see many tea plantations because it is cool area as well as very high rainfall. And not only in some days, every days if we are getting rain little bit, at least weekly 2 or 3 rains, means we will get new leaves every day, tender leaves every day. And it needs well drained loamy soil and gentle slopes also. Then number of labors needed for this picking of leaves and cutting and preparing of the plants. Kenya, India, China, Sri Lanka are these 4 countries are the leading producers as well as the best quality tea we are producing. Kenya, India, China and Sri Lanka. So what we discuss the major crops. First, once again, tea, coffee, jute, cotton, maize, millets, wheat and rice. These are the major crops. Many crops are there. We are considering few crops and going to understand that one. And here we can see wheat harvesting with machine, bajra cultivation. Then here we can see the maize, also known as corn, and variety different types of corns are available, different colors, red, yellow, off white, like the different colors of the maize is available in the world, and multicolor maize is also available. Then who discovered coffee plants? One of the shepherd boy who find out the black color berries, or the red brown color, dark brown color berries on the plant, that is evergreen bush, and he tasted that one. He understood like that, that is something special than other plants like that, and that is the thinking like that he only discovered the coffee plants. Okay, next part we will continue next day. Thank you. Have a nice day.